In this video, I will show you how to start a WordPress blog or website in under 10 minutes. Let's get started. For a short and sweet written version of this tutorial, go to blogdriven.com drop-down menu Video Courses and click Video 1-Creating Your Site. The point of this video and course is to show you that you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars to create and design a website. Also, so you don't have to spend hours of trial and error like I did trying to figure it all out for yourself. I want to pass my knowledge on to you to make your life easier and you can get your website up and running in as little as time as possible. By the end of this video course, you will have a professional looking .com site for under $30 that you will own and have complete control over. This of course will depend on which hosting plan you choose. All links will be below in the description and in the article on blogdriven.com. Start the timer. The platform we will be using to create your brand new website is the easy to use content management system, WordPress. We have 5 simple steps ahead of us. 1. Pick your domain name. 2. Register your domain. 3. Get the hosting. 4. Connect domain to hosting. And finally, step 5. Set up WordPress. Step 1. Pick a domain name. In case you don't know what a domain name is, it's the URL address to a website. For example, Google's domain name is google.com. The dot, whatever it may be, determines where people are going to find your website. You will get your domain name on namecheap.com. In my experience, they are the best domain service around and have never let me down in all of the years that I have used it. Here are some quick tips on picking your domain name. Number 1. .com is usually the best option. If you cannot get the .com for your current name, I would suggest trying to brainstorm another name so you have the .com. People naturally type .com when looking for a website. If you want to be the authority for whatever name you choose, get a .com. Next, with tip number 2, keep it short and simple. If you have a long domain name, people will have trouble remembering it and it'll be easy for them to mess it up while they type it in. Tip 3. This ties in with the previous tip, but make sure it's easy to spell, read, and pronounce. Tip 4. No dashes, numbers, or funny characters. And finally, tip 5. At the end of the day, just make sure your name is clean and professional. Now, when you find the perfect name for your website and it's available, buy it. You want to own your name. Even if you're not going to use the domain right away, you can still redirect it to your Facebook page or your YouTube channel in the meanwhile. You can always get hosting later. I stress this because that's precious online real estate that you might or might not get back. And if you do, it'll probably cost you a pretty penny. It's a less than $12 investment now to save you $200+ down the line. Putting off your domain name could result in a great loss for yourself and your business/blog. I have seen this happen to other people and I don't want it to happen to you either. Step 2. Register your domain. Again, a .com website is less than $12 for an entire year. So say you register it on May 3rd, you won't have to renew it until May 3rd of the following year. So go to namecheap.com right now, find your domain, hit add to cart, then go through the payment process, enter your info to create an account, and you will be off and running. Step 3. Get hosting for your site. Now that you have your domain name set in stone, it's time to get hosting. In case you don't know what hosting is, it's what powers your website. It supports the database of the layouts, graphics, and information that you put up for the world to see. The domain name is the frame of the car, while the hosting is the engine. If you're starting a website for a blog, an e-commerce site, or showcasing your photography, music, or writing, HostGator is perfect. I have had nothing but excellent experience with HostGator over all the years that I've used it. It's what I've come to know and love. In fact, the blog-driven website uses HostGator. Now, hosting can cost a considerable amount up front, but keep in mind you can be set for an entire year. You have the Hatchling, Baby, and Business packages. Currently, I use the Business package. If you're starting a website to simply showcase your work like photography or music, then go with the Hatchling package. However, if you're planning on creating a huge online empire or getting into e-commerce, I would suggest the Baby or Business plan. If you go with Baby or Business, you can add as many websites as you want under this plan, so you can start numerous more websites after you do this current one, as long as you have purchased all the appropriate domain names for those said websites. If you're not looking to spend a lot of money at the moment, that's fine. Just sign up for the monthly plan. Keep in mind, it will also be cheaper up front if you go with the 6 months or more. I say it's best to get it done and out of the way rather than wait. This way you won't have the monkey on your shoulder making you question why you didn't start your website right then and there. Paying for the 12-month plan will give you an entire year to get traffic, launch your product, or whatever it is you're planning to do with your site. After you select your plan, just go through the purchase process. It's very self-explanatory. Step 4. Connect domain and hosting. After purchasing your hosting, head over to your email inbox and connect the name servers from HostGator to your Namecheap domain name. It'll look like this. Just copy each over and paste them into the server field under your domain name settings and hit the check mark. Sometimes this can take up to 48 hours to go through and sync up properly, so you might have to wait patiently. However, I've never had to wait more than 10 minutes at the most for any of the sites that I've worked on in the past. Step 5. Get WordPress set up. Now what you're going to do is access the cPanel through your HostGator account. First, click on ID and then log in for the appropriate package. Enter the username and password to access the cPanel. This should have been set up when you bought your hosting package. After you've accessed cPanel, click on WordPress install and select your domain name. Make sure the username is somewhat unobvious for security reasons, but not too hard that you can't remember it in the future. Make sure you copy the password at the end here because you will need it in a moment. Now go to your site /wp-admin and you should see a login page. Enter in your new username and the password you just copied. Now you're in WordPress and you have a site set up and ready to go. See how easy that was? Many people are intimidated by the seemingly daunting task of creating a website. When you have it broken down for you, it's really not that hard. In the upcoming videos in this course, I will show you how to use WordPress. Then I will have another video about the essential plugins and how to install them, and then also video of how to design your site using the best theme available for WordPress. Links to those videos will be in the description below. Thank you for watching. If this video was helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for more tutorials on your blog or website. See you next time.